In this video, we'll show you how to install the Harley-Davidson audio powered by Rockford Fosgate Subwoofer System. Welcome back. I'm Eric with Rockford Fosgate, and today we're going to show you how to install 2 subwoofers on our 2021 Road Glide. Now the steps that we'll cover are identical for the Road Glide and the Street Glide. Keep in mind that this system was specifically designed to be integrated with your current Harley-Davidson audio powered by Rockford Fosgate System. Now adding this system requires your existing amplifier or amplifiers to be updated to the latest firmware by visiting your local Harley-Davidson dealership. One feature that makes this system really special is its flexibility, because you can add 1 subwoofer or 2. For all possible configurations, see your local Harley-Davidson dealership. On our Road Glide, we'll install 2 subwoofers including a secondary amplifier to an existing 4-speaker system. During the installation process, we'll be deferring you to the product iSheets and the Harley-Davidson service and repair manual. We include the product iSheets with your kit, and it's also available at harley-davidson.com. But if you don't have the service and repair manual, it can be purchased at your local Harley-Davidson dealership. To help guide you through the installation, you'll see these icons appear in the lower part of the screen. The first icon you'll see is to refer to the Harley-Davidson service and repair manual for your make and model. Now, the second icon is for your product iSheet. Now, this illustrates the detailed installation process and tools needed. Before you get started, you want to disconnect the battery. You never want to work on the electrical system while it's still connected, as this could cause a short and damage your electronics. Start by removing the seat and attach the BCM cradle to access the battery. Now you're ready to remove the brake side saddlebag. At this point, you'll remove the existing speaker harness from the saddlebag. This will be replaced later with a harness that connects directly to our new secondary amplifier. Now, let's take a minute to explain the bulkhead drilling template. We designed this to work below the rear mounting hole on both saddlebags for your primary and secondary amplifiers. Since we're installing only the secondary amplifier in the right brake side saddlebag, we'll reverse the template. This template gives you exact locations of your 6 mounting holes and the 2 bulkhead plugs. To add the secondary amplifier, you'll start by using masking tape to protect your paint. Remember, for this application, the template will be mounted in the reverse direction. Again, make sure that the top of the template is flush with the top lip of the saddlebag and secure it in place. Using a hole punch, clearly mark your 8 holes and then remove the template for reference. Now use the number 7 drill bit for the 6 outside mounting holes and a 2.5-inch hole saw for the 2 inside holes. Remove the tape, trim the cross section between the 2 large holes, then file down any irregularities or burrs. Test fit the bulkhead to ensure a tight seal when mounting it to the bag. To add the subwoofer grill, we'll use a template to provide the exact location of where to drill and make your vent cutout. This eliminates the guesswork and ensures proper alignment. To get started, you'll need to prep your saddlebag by using masking tape to protect your paint. Align the template to make sure it's flush with the bottom lip of the saddlebag, then tape it into place. Now use the 1/8 inch drill bit for the 3 pilot holes and secure it using the provided screws. Using a 25/64 drill bit, drill your 6 inner holes first, then your 8 outer holes. The outer holes straddle the contour of the saddlebag, so it's important to drill straight down instead of at an angle. Now use a reciprocating saw to cut your bag. Using the pilot holes will give you better control and accuracy for your cut. Stay tight to the outside of the template. You want to be careful at the bottom by making sure you cut shallow as not to hit the saddlebag rail notch. Once all the lines are cut, proceed to cut the corners. Take your time because accuracy will alleviate excessive cleanup and ensure proper alignment of the grill. Now, remove the bottom screw and cut through the bottom template. Then do the same for the top. Now remove the template and drill a 3/4 inch hole using a step-up bit for the subwoofer harness grommet. Finally, remove the tape and file down any irregularities or burrs. Test fit the subwoofer grill to ensure a tight seal when mounting it to the bag. Now you're ready to mount your subwoofer grill assembly. Don't forget to reference your product eye sheet for proper installation. Start by using 70% or greater isopropyl alcohol to clean your saddlebag. Once the area is clean, remove the backing from the grill and carefully position it into place. Now we'll attach the back of the grill assembly by aligning it in place and inserting the 8 Allen screws using a small L-style hex wrench. Tighten the screws so they slightly protrude through the copper retaining nuts. Moving to the amplifier and mounting bracket, start by attaching the 2 provided rubber grommets to the bracket and attach the 2 stud pins to the amplifier on the harness plug side. Now let's make your wiring connection and slide the stud pins on the amplifier into the rubber grommets on the bracket. Now, lock the amplifier into place. Ensure the speaker harness is accessible by routing it out the side of the amplifier bracket. After that's done, attach the amplifier cover by securing it with the 2 provided bolts. Finally, attach the wiring harness cover. Before you mount the amplifier and bulkhead, we recommend cleaning the inside of the saddlebag using our alcohol mixture. Test fit the amplifier and bulkhead. Make sure the amplifier is in proper alignment and the bulkhead lines up with the mounting holes. If needed, use the slits in the mounting bracket to bend and conform it to the saddlebag contour without rocking. When you're ready, secure the bulkhead with the 6 provided screws using the required Torx wrench. Then remove the backing tape and firmly press the bracket to the saddlebag. Next, we'll install the replacement saddlebag speaker harness. Start by making the connection at the bottom of the amplifier. Then secure the harness and make the speaker connections. We provide a replacement warning sticker for the inside of the saddlebag. Finally, we'll install our subwoofer harness. Push the harness through the 3/4 inch hole we made earlier and secure the grommet in place. Now you're ready to remove your clutch side saddlebag. Detach the saddlebag and disconnect the connectors from the bulkhead. To add the subwoofer grill to the clutch side, we'll repeat the same process we performed on the brake side. To get started, you'll need to prep your saddlebag by using masking tape to protect your paint. Align the template to make sure it's flush with the bottom lip of the saddlebag, then tape it in place. Now use the 1/8 inch drill bit for the 3 pilot holes and secure it using the provided screws. Using a 25/64 drill bit, drill your 6 inner holes first, then your 8 outer holes. The 8 outer holes straddle the contour of the saddlebag, so it's important to drill straight down instead of at an angle. Use the reciprocating saw to cut your bag. Using the pilot holes will give you better control and accuracy for your cut. Stay tight to the outside of the template. You want to be careful at the bottom by making your cut shallow as not to hit the saddlebag rail notch. Once all lines are cut, proceed to cut your corners. Take your time because accuracy will alleviate excessive cleanup and ensure proper alignment of the grill. Now, remove the bottom screw and cut through the bottom template. Then do the same for the top. Remove the template and drill a 3/4 inch hole using a step-up bit for the subwoofer harness grommet. Finally, file down any irregularities or burrs. Test fit the subwoofer grill to ensure a tight seal when mounting it to the bag. Now you're ready to mount your subwoofer grill assembly. Use the alcohol mixture to clean your saddlebag. Once the area is clean, remove the backing tape from the grill and carefully position it into place. Now we'll attach the back of the grill assembly by aligning it in place and inserting the 8 Allen screws using a small L-style hex wrench. Tighten the screws so they slightly protrude through the copper retaining nuts. Finally, we'll install our subwoofer harness. Push the harness through the 3/4 inch hole we made earlier and secure the grommet in place. Now we're ready to add our jumper cable that allows us to tie into the secondary bulkhead. Start by removing the brake side service panel. Then cut the existing zip ties along the frame eyelets and make your jumper connection. Let's take a moment to talk about the secondary wiring harness. On one end, we have a connector that feeds through the bulkhead to the secondary amplifier. Moving down the cable, you'll have your A to B connector. This is used to connect to your primary amplifier harness. Next, these 2 audio outputs will be used for your subwoofer configurations. Finally, you'll find the power terminals. This is where you connect to the battery. You'll have to install the 40 amp fuse provided in the kit. To lay out the secondary wiring harness, start by feeding the bulkhead side of the harness through the brake side service compartment. Make your A to B connection by locating the existing A to B crossover connector. Remove the terminating resistor cap and attach the harness. Next, route our power and audio output connectors to the battery compartment. Connect the subwoofer harness to the audio outputs. Route the long harness to the left side and the short harness to the right side. Take the right side subwoofer harness and run it with the secondary harness toward the rear of the motorcycle. Follow the contour of the fender and get as close to the shock assembly as possible, keeping proper distance from any moving parts. We always recommend test fitting the saddlebag to ensure you have proper wiring clearance. Secure the jumper cable and the harnesses to the frame eyelets using the provided zip ties. Once you're done, we'll replace the service cover and reinstall the saddlebag. First, make all the bulkhead connections along with the subwoofer connection. Attach the quick release to the rear of the saddlebag and secure the provided button head Allen screw to the front of the bag. Now we're ready to run our subwoofer harness on the clutch side. We'll start by removing the service cover and the 2 bolts that hold down the fuse panel. Now we'll run our subwoofer harness on the top side of the fuse panel and toward the rear of the motorcycle. Cut the existing zip ties along the fender well eyelets and continue routing the cable along the existing primary amplifier harness. Check the length to make sure it matches the primary harness. Then zip tie the bundle to the eyelets. Once you're done with that, reattach the fuse panel and the service cover. Now we're ready to reinstall the saddlebag. First, make all the bulkhead connections along with the subwoofer connection. Attach the quick release to the rear of the saddlebag and secure the provided button head Allen screw to the front of the bag. Now you're ready to install your subwoofer enclosures. Slide the subwoofer enclosure into the saddlebag, route the subwoofer harness around the enclosure, and insert the Deutsch connector tab side up until you hear it click into place. Now we're ready to make our battery connections. Finally, replace the 2 BCM cradle bolts and reattach your seat. Now we'll show you how to connect your mobile device to the motorcycle and configure your new system. First, turn your motorcycle to accessory mode and not running. Next, on your mobile device, open the Harley-Davidson audio app. On the home screen, tap the plus icon to add your motorcycle. Once the motorcycle appears, tap to select it. Now, tap the bottom gear icon to configure your audio system. Tap Manual Setup to start the process. For each speaker location, select the appropriate stage. If you do not have speakers in that location, tap None. When you're done, tap the next step to proceed. Now that you're at the subwoofer section, select left, right, or choose both depending on your installation. The app will display your system setup configuration. Tap Yes to continue. This section will play white noise through each speaker location. Simply tap the speaker to identify which location the noise is coming through. When you get to the subwoofers, you may need to open the saddlebags to hear them. Once done, an Update Successful prompt will appear. Tap OK to confirm, then finish. Simply select the appropriate HD audio device in your Bluetooth settings and you're ready to start streaming audio. As you can see, that installation came together pretty easy. But if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact your local Harley-Davidson dealership. Until next time, I'm Eric. We'll see you again soon.